Hey y'all, Michael here again, Life Along the Way. This is our series called The Mission, on the work that we do with Trinity on the Border mission down in South Texas and Mexico. We're doing a few episodes on Isaiah 55 and the work that they're doing over in Reynosa, Mexico. They're one of our partners over here, and I come over on Fridays to do communion services, and just getting here took a little bit longer than I expected, so this is actually part 3 of the series called Actually Doing the Communion, and about Isaiah 55. So great to have you here today, and we look forward to showing you around. Now, in a future video, I'm going to see if I can convince one of the Isaiah 55 staff to take us on a tour of all their stuff. So when you actually watch that video, they may contradict the usage of all these different spaces according to what I tell you. But this is this is my interpretation of it and how everything works over here. But this is a kind of a community center building where they do a lot of community outreach, and they have a program for the kids in the neighborhood where they do arts type things, and then they have a sewing program. We're going to talk more about that as well, show you where some of that happens. And so this is just kind of the community center. It's 2 floors. We don't need to go see all of it right here. Just kind of giving you a taste of what's going on. We'll see more of it in detail when I convince that staff member to take us on a tour. This is another building they have, the bodega, the shop, where they teach. They have classes for metalworking and woodworking and sewing. And we'll see if we can take just a little peek-a-loo at some of that stuff going on. A lot of the people that work over here work with the deaf. This is the metal shop. You can see where when we get an official tour, you'll get to hear much more of the story. I don't want to say too much because the usage is changing all the time, and you never know. I could be totally wrong of how it's being used now. So over here is the woodworking. Hola, ¿cómo están? Qué bueno. So hard at work on the woodworking stuff over here. And then up here is where they do the sewing classes, and I went through the wrong way. So I'm just going to show you what they look like in there. And these are sewing classes for the deaf, teaching them a trade. It's pretty awesome. We'll hear more about it when we get to see a video with one of the staff people giving us a tour. So this is what the front of the mission looks like, and the gate over here you can see, and we'll go in there in just a second. There's a lot of water in the street that they're pumping out. I don't know if you can see it. There's a pipe down there that they're just pumping water out into the street, which is always just a little sketchy over here where that water might have been coming from. So we use these stepping stones at Isaiah 55. This is Miguel, the gatekeeper. ¿Cómo está, Miguel? Good. Yeah. And so this is the inside of the mission, and you can see it's quite beautiful. They've been working on it for a long time. They have teams that come down here from the U.S. During the spring and the summer, and they do different work here. And this is the area where they eat, the dining space and the kitchen back there. And then the area where the staff works. I told y'all didn't have to speak, but you can just wave real quickly. So I'll be out. I'll be out. I told you it wouldn't be anything too embarrassing. Um, of all the people hard at work, and then the staff hangout area and kitchen area, and this is where we will set up for our communion service. You can see we have the cross that kind of stays there, built by one of the missionaries. And that is the end of the episode on Isaiah 55, or at least for this episode of Isaiah 55. And it's there's a hurricane coming, so it's just a little less than 1,000 degrees in the truck here. And great to have you with me today. Life Along the Way, the mission series, and the episode about Isaiah 55. Y'all take care. See ya.